Hi, I'm Tisha.
I'm Loren.
And this is the Open Booked podcast. Today, we are talking about Heir of Fire, the third or fourth, depending on how you read it, in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. But first, what are you reading?
Well, nothing. I just finished this last night, and I haven't started another book. So I'm going to start the next one, which is Queen of Shadows after this. Life's just been kind of crazy at work, so I haven't had much reading time. I think we talked a little bit about that last week. So
yeah,
I'm going to have some novella recs I'll be asking for once it all calms down so I can get my reading goal back up. But What about you?
Same. I literally just finished this one about an hour ago, and I started The Beach Club by Ellen Hildebrand, and I'm still trucking away on Psycho-Fae on my Kindle.
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, I am reading that a free book on my Kindle, but slowly but surely. Found out it's like a 5-book series, so I'll probably be in it for a year or 10. Yeah. So yeah, should we get into some what's going on in the world? Some yapping?
Yeah, if there is anything.
Yeah, so today is Sunday, April 6th, as we're recording this. Understanding this will come out like the 11th. But breaking news that I just saw, there was a mass stabbing in New York today. Did you see this? Motherfucker was using a cleaver. Not just like a little shank. Fucking butcher cleaver.
Wow.
And he stabbed children.
Why?
I don't know. It was breaking, so there's not a details on who it is. I heard there was a shootout. He may or may not be dead.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know if all the kids died. They're like in the hospital or critical. And of course, then they're going to have to go through parents and all that because they're all minors. So who knows what's actually going on right now? It'll all come out, I'm sure. But like I said, that was all like breaking news an hour or two ago. So hot off the press. But that just goes to show people will find a way to do it no matter what. They will use resources if they want to do it.
Yeah, it's awful.
It doesn't make any sense to me, and I will never understand, but it's the world we live in.
Yeah. It's getting worse every day.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. People are unhinged. Is a good word to put it. Unhinged.
Oh, yeah.
A couple other big pop culture events today. The series finale of 1923. Have you been watching it?
Yes.
Okay. I accidentally saw some spoilers on TikTok. They let it out early. I was on TikTok innocently because it usually comes out at 7.
Yeah.
No, they let it out at noon today on Paramount Plus. So people already have watched it and put clips on TikTok. Innocently, me running into it. Yeah, it's 2 hours as well. So maybe that's why they did. Or maybe they're competing with the other series finale that's tonight, The White Lotus.
Yeah. So they're like, let's get ahead of them. Half.
So they're like, okay, people are watching both of these right now. They're the 2 of the biggest shows on the planet. So let's do ours at noon since it's 2 hours, and then let them do theirs at 8 p.m. because that's when it comes out on HBO. So
well, I'll be watching that as soon as we're done.
Yeah, as soon as Jesse clocks out for the day he's working, we're putting it. I'm going to have it ready, and he's going to walk from his computer to the couch so we can watch it. Anyways, it wasn't what I expected, I'll say that, and I hope that it's an AI clip that's doctored, and anyways, we'll see. Well, text me when you finish it.
I will.
In other news, Tisha, are you hungover today? Are you good?
No.
You vibing?
I'm good.
She saw Miss Kelsey Ballerini last night.
Yeah, it was such a good show.
How was it? Like, the vibe's good? Everyone outfits?
Yeah, everybody was in there. She said at the beginning of the tour, and she said last night there's only 6 shows left, but the vibe is like glitter, like shiny. We're in it. And girls showed up last night. They were in their sequins and sparkle and glitter, everything. And everything was bedazzled. And Jeremy's like, this is a cult.
Yeah. It's like a country Swiftie.
Yeah, literally. Because like everybody was singing along to every single song. There wasn't like, I don't really know this. Like it was every song. He's like, I've never seen so many people sing along every single word. I was like, I'm sure this is how Taylor Swift concerts are too. But yes.
I guarantee. Yeah. So how many white boots were there? That's the real tell, according to Jeremy.
So
and
many.
Small bags.
I see a lot of bags. We were on the floor, so
okay.
I don't know. Not a ton of bags around us, at least. Yes, lots of white boots. Yeah, we could see everybody like walking down because you had to like show your ticket. And it's the weirdest thing because it was at the BOK. They made every person that had a bottle or a can pour it into a cup.
They do that in the amp too, if you're in the pit.
I'm like, that?
It's because people have been throwing shit at the artists.
They
started doing that at the amp if you're in the pit. So I'm guessing they just do it for the whole floor.
Yeah. It was everybody. Like these people were walking down and they just hand them a cup. And they're like, all right, pour it out. I was like, that's weird. I think it's weird too that they say for security, they have to take the cap off of every bottle. I'm like, okay, but I don't know. I'm like, that's just asking for more spills that you have to clean up. It's just asking for like, people got to ruin everything. Always.
Yeah, no, people, it's people's fault. Bad apple ruins it for the rest of us.
Yeah, because I saw a video on TikTok a couple of years ago. She got hit like in the face and almost ended the show because it hit her eye with like a bracelet. Somebody threw a bracelet at her and she was like, guys, seriously, I appreciate the gifts and I appreciate all this stuff, but like, don't throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you do, like, toss it on the stage where she could pick it up. I'm sure she would want your bracelets.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a bunch of people around us trading luggage tags because she's got
that's her thing.
Baggage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her friendship bracelet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That is very cool. I think you said her vocals sounded different, but really good still.
Yeah, it was more like girly or feminine.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird when she first came out and started. I was like, what is this? But I just got used to it, I guess, as the night went on. But it was still really good. Like she didn't have issues or anything. Like she was still able to perform really well.
Was Chase really there?
Interactive. I didn't see him.
He probably was though.
Dibby was there though, backstage.
Who was that?
Her dog, Dibs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, of
Dibby
course,
was
I'm
there.
calling dibs.
Yeah. And then she posted on her stories that she had 2 like little bitty puppies. She's like, backstage vibes are it today. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Oh, we love a good pup.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, it was a blast.
You ready for Thursday?
I am, but I'm not. Like, it is such a drive. We couldn't find anywhere to stay, so we're gonna be driving back, and the next day is gonna suck ass.
Yeah, I have like a really, really, really big week at work. Like, we got told Friday that like the executives / a CEO of our company's coming in tomorrow. So my Sunday scaries that are usually like here are like here.
Yeah.
But I just got a new boss last week too.
Oh,
and
shit.
like it's just been a lot. And so I told him, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a concert Thursday. First concert in 15 years. We fought for our life for these tickets.
Yes, twice.
I have to leave early Thursday, and I will be working, but I will be at home on Friday because you don't want to see me. And then he's from Oklahoma, so I was telling him like, literally, there's one hotel, I guess, sold out before the tickets even went on sale.
Yeah.
People are renting spare bedrooms for like $2,000 and
a night.
So it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 3.5 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is how insane we are, listeners. For this band,
yes,
we are driving 3.5 hours and then listening to not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5.
Yes.
And then driving home. But luckily they are starting it much earlier. Like, I think I saw a picture. I don't know if you saw it or I sent it that they posted about like what time everyone's hitting the stage, which is super helpful.
I didn't see that.
Because I might, like Jesse has to work too, and then I have to leave. So we may actually have to show up a little bit later. And like, so we'll see. We'll see. I've seen Stoney LaRue. We've seen him before. We probably with you guys at JBTB, who knows? Back in the day. Yeah. But anyways, there is a thing that shows exactly the time. But can I talk about my anxiety? Tisha, I told her this the other day. I am psychotic. I'm very aware. This is not news. I don't need you guys to tell me. I know I am. I have to have the set list. And I created a monster with your husband too, right? Because I had to give him the website. Okay. I always get the set list and make a playlist for every single concert I go to. So that I know what order each song is. Not just for when my husband wants to leave, but for like me to know when my favorite song is coming. They haven't had a concert in 15 years, y'all. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna sing.
Yeah, and we're the first one of 4 nights.
We're the first of 4 nights. We have no clue. So you better believe I'm gonna take one for the team this time. I am going to make a set list to upload to the site for everyone else. So yes,
what I did last night. I was making a note of every song.
Were you? Oh my gosh! See, this is why we're best friends.
Yeah.
So yes, we will be taking care of all of you other anxious type A people. We got y'all.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah, we're
hope
very
they don't change them every night.
I would think they might though, because they have different openers. Thank God we have Turnpike and CCR, 2 bands that we never ever would have thought would get back together, and they're both back together. It's literally a miracle sent from God. Yes. And sound dramatic, but you know what? You guys can get over it. I mean it.
But also, if you know, you know. Like, if literally,
you know.
Hundreds of thousands of people were waiting online for these tickets, which pisses me off that there are now so many for sale. Like, I looked the other day because I was like, maybe Haley will want to go, but they have open house the next day, so I know she won't. And there's some for $59 in the section right next to ours.
We paid a lot of money for ours. I don't remember how much, but I probably don't want to remember how much.
No. No. It was bullshit. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Pretty sure for R2 it was like $600, right? Am I right?
Like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to be fair, guys, we did get good tickets because I was saying, if we're going to go, I want to be like in a good middle. I don't want to be down where I can't see. I don't want to be up so far. I feel like we're like on an aisle, right? Like, I think we're in a good spot. Have you logged into like the Hoax app or whatever and downloaded them? I got an email and never did. Okay, I need to figure that out this week before.
Yeah, Jeremy did ours, so
there, it won't work.
I'll make sure he gets it done this week.
You were like locked in. I was texting him because you told me you were working. Yeah,
I was at work.
Yeah, so we're very excited about it. As you can tell, we've just rambled about it for probably over 5 minutes. So yeah, we'll give you guys the deets. The next record date. A little life update on Lauren's whatnot addiction. The app is gone. It's gone. I can't do it anymore. I literally was turning into that was the zombie apocalypse. Whatnot is the zombie apocalypse. It's worse than TikTok, guys.
Yeah, because you have to pay attention.
A lot of money. You have to pay attention or else you lose the auction. And you lose a lot of money. Like, you spend a lot of money because you're just like, swipe. Okay, cool. Charges my PayPal. Done. But I have a coworker who has kind of turned it into, I don't want to say a side hustle, but she's like right now really on the Lululemon and skincare side, like high-end skincare, makeup. And she's buying it. When it comes in, if she doesn't like it, she's reselling it on Facebook Marketplace, and she's actually making money because she's bought it for a lot less. The thing about this site is like everything has to be authenticated. If you get an item, you have to review it. And if you say that it's not authentic, those people are off. Like, period. Wow. They are very serious about that because they want their brand to be like trusted resale, luxury, mid-luxury, like high-end stuff.
Yeah, kind of like the Real.
Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah. So like everything is legit. And I just think like, yeah, that sounds great. But like you're dealing with the Facebook Marketplace crazies and you'd have to pay me a lot of money to do that for a living.
Literally so many. Immediately after posting anything, I get at least 5 spam messages where they have to ask a bunch of questions and they want my phone number and they want to know if I do Zelle and blah, blah, blah. And then there's like, it'll trickle in like one person that's actually interested, one person that's local, and oh, I can pick it up tomorrow. I'm like, okay. And then they ghost me. So it's like,
yep.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't. I would rather give something away than deal with people on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just being honest. Like, even if it's like under 100, anything under $100, I would rather give away. And that sounds like no, but I would. Because it's not worth the meeting people, they not showing up, you feeling like, do I want this person to have my address? Like, yeah. We had a situation in our town in our county, where somebody literally was getting stalked off Facebook Marketplace. She got murdered and she was pregnant and they cut her baby out of her belly. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't made up. Like, so ever since then, I've been a little weird by Facebook Marketplace. It's my husband's, like, favorite thing to do is scroll Marketplace. But it freaks me out, like, selling stuff on there. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Whatnot
I've been getting a lot of ads from Whatnot the last, like, week.
Oh, it's because we talked about it and your phone listened. The aliens inside are like, your friend is doing this. I thought about books on there, though. Mm-hmm. Like, what if I buy from Book Outlet real cheap and do an auction, set a minimum, because you can. Mm-hmm. They all start at $1. Or you can start it at your low. So let's say I paid $3 for it from Book Outlet. I started at $3.50. Mm-hmm. Anything above that is profit, you know? I thought about selling candles on there, but I'm not going to think about that anymore.
I know, I thought about doing my magnets, but I was like, they're too personalized, so you can't, like...
Yeah. Someone I know from the farmer's market makes jewelry, and she sells on there and does great. I never realized it was the same thing. But, because she was always going live at this time, and they call it like they have a show, and they schedule the show, and then you follow these certain vendors, so you get notified when your favorite vendors are online doing a show, and you just stay in there live all day, or however long they do it. Some of them go live. There's one called House of Luxury that literally goes live every single day for like 8 hours. I'm not even, he'll like be, guys, I need a snack, I'll be right back. And there's hundreds of people watching, just buying Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, Hermes, like God, like high-end shit, Chanel, all day long. Wild. I'm like, how much fucking money are these people making? I think they're buying the bags from this place in Japan. I was like, okay, how lucrative is this business? You know me. Any chance to make some money? Well, you're the same way. Yeah. I found this warehouse I saw it on TikTok. This warehouse in Japan where actually, like, Japan and China are like the leading in luxury, even though they're usually made in Europe and stuff. They make all the fakes too. So, but they are very, like, there's a lot of really, really rich people in both of those countries, more than probably we have in America. So the luxury market is huge there. So that means their luxury resale and vintage is huge there. And there's like this place where it's like, I picture it like Mall of America, but it's all consignment. And to get your stuff consigned, it has to be authenticated. So they authenticate it. You walk in, you get gloves, and you can do whatever, touch whatever. you have an app that like tells you how much everything is and it's like, I think they probably just go over there with empty suitcases, you know, and then just come back and sell it here for way more. Yeah.
Wild.
I know. So, yeah. So anyways, Loren's out. I'm out of the luxury market. I've got what I need, that I didn't need, and I'm done for a while unless I hit the lottery that I don't play.
Yeah, same.
We've actually started buying tickets when it's really high because we can't make all these plans about when I win the lottery I'm going to do this if we don't actually play every now and then. Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a slight update on the Morgan Wallen SNL thing we discussed last week. I'm just going to say, I figured that out. That was before it all. I saw his story. I figured it out. But I think it was a marketing scheme because what happens the next day? He drops merch that says "Get me to God's country." So they ain't making all them t-shirts and stuff that fast. It had to be a setup, which I think someone from SNL came out like saying that it was planned or something like that. Like it was, they have no hard feel. I don't know exactly what they said, but the memes that have come from this are hilarious. Like everyone's talking about it and just be like, post a picture of a beach, get me to God's country. The bookstore, get me to God's country.
Yes.
Relatable.
Yes.
So I think he's just promoting his well, he has Sand in My Boots Fest coming up soon, and he has his new album next month and a new tour, I'm the Problem tour, so I'm sure it's all the above.
Yeah.
He's kind of been quiet for a while. But he was on Theo Von's podcast. Did you listen to it?
Mm-mm.
I listened to the whole thing the other night just because I was like, man, I haven't heard any Morgan Wallen stuff in a while besides SNL. Yeah, no, it was just like normal. He did say a song on his album, Miami, was a rap rendition of Miami, My Amy by Keith Whitley, and I'm fucking pumped for that.
Oh,
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
That was like a revelation. But he didn't address SNL at all. I don't know if they recorded it before, maybe, because I feel like Theo would have asked him.
Yeah.
But you can tell they're friends, just like the way they banter and stuff. You can just tell they're friends. But I think that was a good episode. You should listen to it. I was giggling a little bit. Oh, okay. The TikTok guy. Did you watch those videos I sent you? Probably not. It was like last night while you were at the concert.
Oh, definitely not. I haven't been on TikTok yet.
There's this guy that will like walk into a bathroom. I'm gonna find his handle. And he'll like write on the mirror like 3 random words. And tell you, think of this. Okay, now think of this. And then he will tell you exactly what you're thinking of. Like, think of a number here.
Yeah.
Okay, I watched like 4 last night. Every single one of them right. They're completely unrelated things. Like, he'll write 3 words and then be like, I want you to think of a number between 20 and 50. And it has to be an even number. Both numbers have to be even, but they can't be the same. And my head went 24.
Oh my God, me too.
Right? Okay, so then he said 24. I was like, angel mind. So then it was like, one of them was like, think of a shape that has all straight lines. Not a square, that's too basic. Okay, now put another shape around that shape. It can be any of them. Okay, you're thinking of a triangle inside of a circle.
Octagon.
Okay, I did triangle inside of a circle, and then there was another one that was like apple, and I ended up thinking apple, and it wasn't even about fruits. It was pick a letter that starts with. Okay, you just need to go creep this guy. I was literally like, what the? Okay, so then I sent that TikTok, and in one of them, I think I was sending it to you, Jesse, and Andrew. And in one of them I said, this guy is killing me. So then TikTok popped in and was like, if you're having thoughts of self-harm, here's some resources for you. I was like, no, I'm just talking about this guy's good, but thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I'm glad they're looking out.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad they said something.
Yeah.
Okay, last little bit before we hop into the book. I have a big announcement. As of May 1st, not yet, I'm officially selling the candle business, which has been a wish for a while. I haven't necessarily expressed it out loud, but Tisha knows. It's just a lot, and the 7 days a week is not sustainable long term. And it's someone who already works for us, has done all the markets. Only thing she doesn't know how to do is make the candles, and I was making how-to videos all day today, so that when we sign the papers, she can have those. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's gonna be bittersweet, but ultimately reflecting, it's I think the best decision.
Yeah.
For us and for her. She's super excited about it, and it deserves someone who's gonna give it full attention.
Yeah.
This year I've kind of been like, if you order, great, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm not posting on social media. I'm not pushing nothing. I signed up for like the basic amount of markets just because I know my personal limits, and it deserves somebody who's gung-ho and really wants to like fully immerse themselves in it. And I'm just kind of over it.
Yeah.
I'm checked out, burnout, I don't know. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm still going to be a customer. Absolutely my favorite scents that I came up with. I'll be buying from her, but yeah, no, I'm excited. That'll be May 1st. So the next few weeks are going to be crazy with inventorying and all that, which you don't realize how much stuff you accumulate even over 3 years. I got to go to the storage unit next. I started, oh man, it's just, it's a good thing though. It'll give, oh my gosh, my house.
Yes, so much more room for bookshelves.
Yes, for bookshelves. Yes. I need my own little girly pop library room. But I actually think we're going to do the guest room in there. And then we're going to both stay in here, but like split it. Have you seen those like setups, the gaming setups, his and hers? Where it's like, they literally have like half the room and like her side's all pink and neon and his will be like black, and like we're thinking about keeping both here, but I don't know how we'll exactly do that. But it's still exciting to even be able to talk about because we've been so crammed.
Yeah.
That it'll be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, big stuff. I wonder what I'll do next. Stop thinking like that.
I'm already thinking like, we could do that bookstore. We thinking about the online bookstore.
That frees up time for the online bookstore. Well, TBD.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the book. We're 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have not read books 1 through 4, we're gonna safely say, because we've passed 3. If you haven't read books 1 through 4, go away. We love you, but go away and come back when you read them. We will spoil the shit out of all 4 of them. And I'm going to say this again, if we say anything about the next 4 books, we have not read them. They are guesses. We are not spoiling, we are guessing, okay?
Yeah.
I just feel like we would get something right and someone would come for our asses. No, we are not spoiling. We are good guessers because we've read a lot of fucking books, okay? Heir of Fire. Let's start. First and foremost, do you want me to read the back? I think we were starting to do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Selena Sardathian has survived deadly contests and shattering heartbreak, but now she must travel to a new land to confront her darkest truth. That truth could change her life and her future forever. Meanwhile, monstrous forces are gathering on the horizon, intent on enslaving her world. To defeat them, Selena will need the strength not only to fight the evil that is about to be unleashed, but also to harness her inner demons. If she is to win this battle, she must find the courage to face her destiny and burn brighter than ever before. Burn brighter. That's a little context clue.
Yep.
So, okay, what did you like this book so far? Compare it to the rest of them. What did you think?
This one was so much better.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is, but my brain just couldn't like focus on it. So I started listening to it on Tuesday and listened to like chapter 23, and I was like, I don't even know what's happened. So I restarted it on Friday, like started from the beginning, and I was like, okay, I'm getting more this is good. This is good. And then I finished it today and I was like, holy balls.
Yeah.
So much is happening.
So much is happening. I do have a couple of call outs and one complaint. But then I'm done complaining. Okay, two complaints. Okay. My first complaint is I feel that the angst is not enough between her and Rowan.
Yeah, I got that.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay, you agree. I feel like we know he's in game. It's abundantly clear. I don't feel like the longing looks or anything like that is really depicted in here enough for me to figure that out. Until the end. And even then,
yeah,
she's going back to find the captain. So it could be open to, oh, she's going to get back with Kale. She says she's going back to find the captain too, because the last words were like she wants to make things right. But again, I know she ends up with Rowan. I can just tell. And I think there should have been a little bit more. I don't necessarily mean spice, because this isn't a spicy series by any means, but a little more angst to let us know for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my other complaint is I don't know. I'm tired of the Selena, Aelin, poor, shut herself down. I'm hoping we're done with that after this, okay?
Yeah.
Not that I don't like this book because of that. Personally, I'm just over every single book. Yes, she's been through some fucking shit. 100% for I think she's probably 20 at this time or something, like young.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think we're done. So I'm not going to go into that too much more. It was just that part of the book frustrated me, and Rowan is not a very likable main male character at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sure the next book will develop that. I hope. I've heard this is a very, very slow burn. I've read some slow burns. I liked Rhysand in ACOTAR, okay? There's nothing likable about him yet.
Yeah.
Until like the last 5 chapters.
Yeah.
Correct me if you think differently, but
yeah, I was like, is he really just this asshole that's just gonna like make me hate him the whole book? Like, I didn't even have like the Rhysand moment where I was like, is something wrong with me, or am I just attracted to bad guys?
That text happened.
Yeah, so I didn't get that with him, and yeah, like you said, it gets better, you know, at the end, but it's still not like fully invested. It's not like they're mated and it's gonna be, you know, all flowers and sunshine. Or at least a lot of good sex.
Yeah, I bet they are mated, I would assume. But again, we don't know that, so
if a fourth guy comes in though and becomes a love interest, I'm fucking done. I'm done.
I can't have 4, okay?
No.
I'm still stuck on Dorian. He's still my favorite.
Yeah.
It seems like an easy fix. Unify the kingdom. His girlfriend just lost her head, so I'd say he's available. Rip.
Yep.
But to add on to the Rowan thing, when he kissed her forehead after she freed him or whatever, I was like, okay, that shocked me. I didn't think he liked her. Okay, so then when she like used the one bargaining chip she had to free him, I was like, the way that they talked about each other was not that special. So I was shocked at the lengths they both went at the end of the book. So I just wish, maybe I read it wrong, but I just wish there was more like, okay, they have a connection. I felt like they were frenemies.
Yeah.
And not even like the hot kind.
No. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, this is it's giving ACOTAR though, like the way that she kind of sacrificed herself for his freedom. But yeah, I was like, you don't even know if it can be done for a blood oath to be like broken, and you're going to put all your cards in this basket and hope for the best for this guy that's not
that
even that great. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm glad you agree with me because I was thinking this is going to be an unpopular hot take. It actually probably is a hot take.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're on the same page. Also, I know that in this book, K.L. figures out who she is. Okay?
Yeah.
So he knows, he puts two and two together. Does Dorian know? Because K.L. later is keeping it from him in the beginning, right? And then later in the book, she says like he goes and tells him everything, but she doesn't recount it. Then I feel like when it's Dorian's, like, I know it's not really point of view because the books are written in like third person. Yeah. But the, like, when it's obviously Dorian's scene, I swear he says his friend Aelin. I swear. Am I making that up?
I don't remember that.
Okay, not.
I did notice when he said there's another queen in the north and she's gonna come basically destroy your kingdom or you. I was like, so he knows, but does he know?
Heir of Fire. Okay, yeah. Confused about Dorian, met his kids. Does Dorian know who Selena is? So I finished the book and should have waited like 15 more chapters because they answered my question. Thanks, everyone.
So he does know. So it's
always brush this off. They were both kids. I'm very certain if some of the people from my first or second grade class tried to approach me now, I wouldn't recognize them. If you read Assassin's Blade, you'd know that they also met while she was at a party in Rifthold and they danced together. The only thing hiding her identity then was a flimsy mask.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I thought it was, so the memories.
Sam stole her from Dorian and said she's spoken for.
Yeah.
Isn't there a moment when she tells him directly that a nameless quote when he asks her who she is? They were both kids. No, I swear Dorian was talking to his little healer girl and said something about the queen in the... So he was talking about someone else? Or is he talking about Aelin?
I think he's talking about Aelin, but I don't think he realizes that Selena and Aelin are the same person.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the north. Not me looking at the map right now. Okay.
But yeah, I wasn't paying attention and got to the, like, where she's like showing them her memories, and it like talks about how they played together when they were kids, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is happening? How do they know each other? Because she kind of made fun of him. She's like, yeah, you eat like a princess.
Like a princess, yeah. No, like, I love like that some of her, some of her memories. That's such a little kid thing too. I love that her memories started to like come back, or maybe we're just starting to see them. She had them the whole time. Yeah. Because of her, like, just us not knowing who she is. I mean, assuming. We both assumed that. So, okay, well, TBD on that. I think you're right. Okay, I want to talk about the shifting. So, she can shift to look like a fae or a human because she's half. How come Rowan can shift to look like a human, a fae, or a hawk? He said he had another form. Yeah. When she was making him stay behind, so that tells me he could shift to look human.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, can she shift into an animal?
Probably. We'll probably find that later, yeah.
I think she'd be a dragon. She has fire.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Okay, Manon, what the fuck is that whole storyline about?
I don't really even give a shit about that storyline. Every time it comes on, I'm like, can we skip this chapter?
I'm like, I get that they're trying to tie it into Baba Yellowlegs, and like, I'm sure it all comes together and makes sense later, but it don't make no fucking sense right now.
I think the King of Otterland is doing these war games to pick the wing leader. Huh, that sounds like something else we know.
With the wyvern.
Wyvern, yeah.
Wyvern, yeah.
They pronounce it differently than in Fourth Wing, but it's the same shit. It's a dragon with 4 legs.
Yeah.
So they're doing that. I think the King of Otterland wants to use those witches, the clans, they're witches, right?
Yeah.
They don't ever talk about using magic. They're just like brutal.
Yeah.
But he wants to use them against probably Aelin and crew.
Mm-hmm. But also, are they vampires? Because she said something about like drinking from him.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we need a little more context on that. Also, like the creature or whatever that Selena, the skinwalker that she got into with a few times, drank her blood and could tell things about her from that. So there's some version, maybe they're like similar to that. I don't know.
So maybe like they're the vampire that are like in From Blood and Ash series.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Whatever that is.
Vampire.
Yeah.
That's what they called it. See, that's the thing. At first I was thinking about this. I was like, oh my god, this is all the same terminology that Rebecca Yarros has. And I'm like, every fantasy ever is like that because it's all very similar. So
yeah.
And no one can talk badly about Rebecca Yarros in front of
me.
No. Period. Try me.
She's the queen.
She is the queen, and I will say, and you guys, the Throne of Glassers, may just like fucking hate me for this. This series is not changing my life so far. I was told, you read this series, it is going to be life-changing. Am I saying it's bad? Absolutely not. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's great. I do not feel the way that I felt after reading 4 of these books, after reading Fourth Wing 1 time.
Yeah.
So, it's different. Mm-hmm. Maybe after I finish the rest of the series, I will feel differently. But I could read, we've already read 4 books, and I feel like we would know if it was going to be earth-shattering. So, I'm going to hang in there. I think it's great. I just don't think it's phenomenal.
Yeah. Haley said that this book, because everybody dies, was the only book that's ever made her cry. I'm like, the fuck?
Wait.
She's like, I love it so much. I'm like,
Heir of Fire?
Yeah. Because everybody dies.
That ever made her cry. I cried in Onyx Storm like 5 times.
Yeah.
But, I started my period that day, so I was going through it.
I don't have them, so I'm like,
yeah.
I just cry at everything. But, yeah, I mean, I cried in Iron Flame and Fourth Wing even.
If anyone even says the word honor, I cry.
Yeah.
It's a trigger word. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah. Maybe we just hang in there, Tisha. We just hang in there.
I hope so. I hope it gets better because, I mean, the books just keep getting longer, so it's got to get something.
It's only uphill from here.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about Selena and Rowan's relationship. Well, we talked about this too. Let's skip. Let's see. My question just kind of naturally got answered. Okay, let's talk about Chaol. We haven't really talked about him. He pretty much joined the rebels.
Yeah.
I'm shocked by that. I'm happy, but I'm kind of shocked by that because he's such a man of honor.
Yeah.
But good for him.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I don't want her with Kay. Honestly, like, I didn't love the last book because she was just fucking Chaol the whole time. Fade to black, obviously. Mm-hmm. But, I don't like her with Chaol as much. Mm-mm. I just don't think he's it for her.
No,
I think she's it for him,
Dorian.
Though.
Yeah.
I think it should be Dorian, too. It just solves all the problems. Kill the king, marry Dorian, done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, Chaol to be like the leader of the King's Guard or whatever it's called, and to only have killed one person, why in my fantasy mind is like fucking pussy? Selena's killed more people in her sleep than that.
Literally.
And and Dorian too, he's kind of a weenie. I need I guess I need a Rowan that acts like Xaden, okay? Like, I need Rowan to step up the book boyfriend. I need him to wash her hair. I need him to carry her. I need him to be a decent man, not a piece of shit. And I would like Rowan, because Rowan's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
And in a fantasy book, the men gotta be men.
Yeah.
And not saying Chaol isn't, he just hasn't shed enough blood for me. This is fantasy, guys. This is next level.
Yeah. Like, people are dying, but not at the hands of any of these big, tough, broody men that should be love interests.
Yep. We need a morally gray motherfucker up in this bitch.
Like, come on. I know you were, 15 when you
you?
wrote this, but come on. He did say that. He did say that. I caught it. I was like, oh, okay.
The line. Go off. Maybe we'll get some more.
Yeah.
Okay. We kind of naturally talked about everything. Anything else you have to add?
I'm trying to see. Oh, I noticed they had an adder in this.
They said adder. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's where the worlds collide. That's my other thing. When do we start seeing connections? They talked about another realm where she had power. Is that the Crescent City realm, or is that the Akatar realm, and do they all connect? So yeah. Ears are perked for that.
Yeah. And she has a brother, right? Does she?
Just her cousin.
Okay.
Right? Adlin. It's very similar to Aelin.
Yeah. And then just who and what is Rowan? I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Who is he and why does he matter? Yes, love interest. Not really. I don't like him.
We need him to step up.
Yeah.
He's not likable. Maybe he'll be different now that he's not on the Blood Oath. Maybe that part of it, this is me being positive here. Maybe that part of it's gone with the oath being broken. Like she controlled how he acted and temperament. I mean, she made him spill his fucking guts.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It's fucking
I was like, you motherfucker! As soon as he started blah, 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 I was like, what the?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I don't like any of what's happening right now.
Yeah. But it was definitely good. We're building up for a big showdown.
Yeah. The war has begun.
Sure has.
I hear Goose is not happy about something.
Uh-oh. Mom!
Yeah. All right. So go follow our socials. Next week we will be talking about, what is it, Queen of Shadows, the 5th or 4th book, however you read it. Hope it gets better. Leave us a comment if we are not going to be disappointed or if we could give up now and it would still be the same. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Yep. We will talk to you guys later.
Bye.